M-U. A single sound that cuts through the mind like a sword. A word that seems to mean nothing, yet holds the secret to everything. Imagine standing before the ancient Zen master Zhaozhou, who, when asked if a dog has Buddha nature, answered simply, Mu. No explanation, no comfort, just emptiness. This is not an answer in the ordinary sense, but a gate, a lightning strike meant to shatter your reliance on reason. The Heart Sutra reminds us, form is emptiness, emptiness is form. And within this paradox, Mu reveals itself as the living embodiment of that teaching. It is not denial, not affirmation, but a mirror that forces you to confront your own grasping, your habit of clinging to ideas, words, and definitions. And when you hear Mu, it is as if the floor beneath your feet vanishes. Your mind scrambles, but there is no handhold, no conclusion, no safety. The fire sermon, Edita Pariyaya Sutta, warns that everything is burning. Eyes, ears, mind, and world aflame with desire and aversion. And Mu is the sudden water that extinguishes that fire, not by reasoning, but by dissolving the very fuel. You may search for meaning, but Mu will not yield to search. You may strain to decode it, but the effort itself becomes the prison. The Lotus Sutra teaches, all dharmas are empty of self. And Mu is that emptiness wrapped in a single syllable, a key you cannot turn with intellect, but only with surrender. In the Lankavatara Sutra, the Buddha says, the ignorant cling to words as reality, but the wise see them as a finger pointing to the moon. Mu is not the moon, nor the finger, but the empty space in between, where your own mind dissolves. When you face it honestly, the truth is shocking. Mu is not about the dog, nor about Buddha nature. It is about you, about the desperate way you demand answers to quiet the fear of not knowing. This is why Zen calls Mu the gateless gate, because it is a barrier that does not exist, and yet, until you pass through, you remain trapped in the illusion of self. The Dhammapada, verse 279, says, all phenomena are without self. When one sees this with wisdom, one becomes free from suffering. Mu is the razor that cuts this truth into your very bones, leaving nothing behind. Think of a sky suddenly cleared after a storm, the vastness opening without center or edge. This is what arises when Mu is no longer a word, but an experience. And yet, beware. The mind wants to capture it, to name it, to tame it. But the moment you do, Mu slips away, like water escaping through your fingers. The Agama Sutra, Volume 2, Sutta 49, records the Buddha's silence when asked ultimate questions. And that silence is the same silence hidden within Mu, a silence that does not negate but awakens. Zhaozhou's Mu is not an answer, but a living silence spoken aloud. When you take Mu into your meditation, it is not repetition, but confrontation. It burns through your thoughts, exposes your illusions, and shows you the shocking truth that there is nothing to hold, nowhere to stand, nothing to defend. Mu is the emptiness that frees, the emptiness that terrifies, the emptiness that heals. When you finally stop struggling and let the mind fall into this abyss, what remains is not nothingness, but a freedom beyond words, a compassion that arises naturally, a clarity like morning light on still water. Zen Master Wumen wrote in The Gateless Gate, concentrate your whole body on this Mu. Day and night, keep it before you. If you do not stop, you will become it, body and mind dropped away. This is not philosophy, but a direct instruction, a shocking warning, and a secret invitation all at once. If you dare to follow, Mu will dismantle you. not to destroy, but to show that there was never a you to protect. As the Majjhima Nikaya, Sutta 121 says, there is that dimension where there is neither earth, nor water, nor fire, nor air, neither this world nor another, neither moon nor sun. There, I say, is no coming, no going, no standing, no dying, no arising. That is the realm Mu points to, beyond affirmation and negation. And so, you return to silence, carrying nothing, becoming nothing, and yet more alive than ever. Mu is not a puzzle to solve, but a call to step outside the prison of words, to wake up from the dream of self, to pass through the gate that was never there. Listen carefully. Mu is already here, in your breath, in your awareness, in the stillness that cannot be named. When you touch it, even for an instant, you will know. Nothing has been lost, nothing has been gained, and yet everything is free. And if you wish to continue cultivating mindfulness and wisdom, please subscribe and walk together with our community as we explore profound reflections on the Dharma. Each modern discourse will be a step bringing you closer to the truth. May you always be peaceful, clear-minded, and pure on your path of awakening. Farewell, and see you again